Alrighty. Boom, we're live on Twitch. Are we live on YouTube? We are live on YouTube. Alrighty, let me pop out this. Pop out. Boom. How's everybody doing out there today? Welcome to a safe place. Place you can talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, anxiety, balance of life. My name is Kyle Gray. We are live every single day on twitch.tv/a safe place to talk. Maybe I should put a title on the screen that says that. Maybe that would be the move, huh? Maybe that would be something cool to do. Let's see. Title. Yeah. That's kind of a weird title. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. What's up, Anthony? How's it going? Let's see. Live every day. Twitch.tv, a safe place to talk. All right, let's see if that works. I don't know about that, but hey, we can make it work a little bit. Push this down so it's not all up in my business. Push it over. Cool. Dope. That's okay. I can kind of live with that. Let's do this. Make it smaller. How's everybody doing out there? We are live right now on Twitch and YouTube as well. So I started this new Twitch stream, Ray May, what's cracking, and that it's live every single day. I'm not live on there all the time, like all day long, but I play pre-made content on there for a lot of times, and then I will pop in for like an hour or so every now and then. So it's the same concept as Rune an Hour, but it's all day, or at least a bunch of hours. It's a long stream for sure. But yeah, what's cracking? How's everybody doing? Let me turn this a little bit towards me. Yeah, that's right. That's fucking right. Found the only other person I've met in person who knows about battle rap at my job the other day. Felt great to talk with somebody about it. Looking forward to this Rune an Hour. Yeah, man, it's great when you can find similarities, especially with niche things like battle rap. Salute to Cali Smooth for hooking me up with the shirt. His new clothing line is really dope. Go check it out. Has a lot of meaning behind it, especially when you learn about him having a stint in his heart. You done got cut up, man. I go away for 6 months, come back. You buff. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been in the gym like crazy, and that's like a big part of my therapy is that I'm very, very, very active. I literally just walked in the door from the gym, so I threw a shirt on. I left for the gym, so it's 5 o'clock right now in California. I left for the gym at noon. So I got to the gym at 12:30. I do weights for about an hour to an hour and a half. Then I do a little bit of abs, and then I do this like push-up circuit that I've been doing every day since the quarantine started. And basically what it is I do like 30-second planks. You can also see my fucking elbows are all fucked up from doing planks. I do 30 seconds of planks, and then I do 20 push-ups and 20 squats, and I do that 20 times. So it's 400 push-ups, 400 squats, and about 10 minutes of planks. And then I run. Today I ran for 4 miles, so I ran for 30 minutes. Then I do stairs for like 10 minutes as a warm down, and then I walk home from the gym, and my gym is 6 miles away from my house, so I get a good like warm down cardio with that. I know that not everybody has 5 to 5.5 hours every day to dedicate towards exercise, but I cannot imagine going through anything in my life and not having exercise to alleviate some sort of the negativity and also to bring up your just positive state of vibrations. And And that's something I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about today, is just ways to bring up your vibrations, because I know that I've been trying to do it. Man, is Twitch on right now, or am I tripping? I think it is. I don't think anybody is even in there, though. Oh, yeah, one person is. Whoop-de-doo. But, yeah, just like how to bring up your vibrations and other ways to do it. But I think one of the best ways is physical fitness and just being active. You don't have to go to the gym. Basically, like, the best thing you can do for yourself is after a meal is just take a walk around the block. Like, just go walk, go outside, connect with the earth, look at, nature, like, be in nature. Another good way to, like, up your vibrations is to try to get in in the moment, being present. And that's something that's really difficult nowadays in our society, because our society is gained towards not being in the present at all. It's gained towards basically never being uncomfortable. With social media and our phones around, we're basically, like, programmed to, like, always have an out if we're ever uncomfortable, to, like, be able to look at your phone and be like, okay, I feel weird, I'm gonna look at my phone, and boom, I'm, like, back in my safe place, balls deep, what up? But if you alleviate that, when you're feeling uncomfortable, if you just feel it, it really, really makes a difference. You need more skits. Yeah, that skit was really cool. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do it. Going into vices is definitely not one way, and that's how you lower your vibrations, actually. Ray May, what up? Good to see you in Twitch, man. That's how you actually lower your vibes, is you go into pleasure chasing vices. Like, they don't raise any natural vibrations. So I talk about this because I just got this book, Vibrate Higher Daily. I got a lot of books. I've been reading like crazy. I read like a book last night, like a whole book. I read a whole book last night. I read this book called Tender as the Flesh, and basically it's a novel about a dystopian future where a virus breaks out in animals, and it supposedly kills people that eat animals, so people stop eating animals, and basically they legalize cannibalism for the meat industry, which is pretty crazy. It's a really crazy book, really dark, very enjoyable. Highly suggest anybody read it. The way Oops says he's tried to put himself in the moment has always struck with me. What does he say? Man, there is a ton of flies around here. What the hell? The way that I try to practice being present in the moment it's a really simple way of doing it, is literally just like observing the physical things that are going on around me. If I'm like, oh, this microphone is here. Okay, it's connected to the table. Oh, this mouse looks pretty cool. I like this like little like weird like wolf logo on here. This book is really nice. I like this like the sleek aspect of the cover. Just kind of being present. Also, like, it is impossible to not kind of be present at the gym. Like, your mind can drift a little bit, but when you're at the gym pushing yourself, or you're doing anything that's physical, pushing yourself, it's almost impossible to not be there at that moment, to be like, fuck, all right, I'm running, I got like 5 more minutes, and then I'll be at 2 miles. I got 10 more minutes, I'll be at 3. I use things I love to motivate myself to do things I just don't want to do, to keep my vibrations up, always on the move. That's dope. That's awesome. That's a good way to do that. I just watched Jupiter's Legacy. Yeah, I don't know. I was tempted to look at that. Would you ever consider CBD oil advice? Vaping really helps me calm and mellows me out. Yeah, I would actually. I'm not here to say like what everybody should do, but I definitely think that is advice. Like, if you're using something like vaping to cope with just like anything, I feel like that is advice that you should look into, why you need that to relax. Because anxiety is not something that it's just like, oh, I just have anxiety. It's like, anxiety is your body telling you to pay attention to something, attention that something's wrong. So I definitely would consider CBD oil, and I would consider vaping a vice. But that's just me, and I'm definitely not an expert, and don't take my word as the gospel. at all. So, but yeah, this book is really incredible, man. I really, really, really love this book. I just started it. There were some cool, powerful quotes in here. Don't rush the process. It takes time returning to yourself. That's hella true. Anybody that's gone through anything in life knows that that's really, really true. Dunch, what up, my friend? Let's see. There's another one that I really, really liked. Take a pause to appreciate how far you come. Our past is a force that doesn't always like to see its end come. And our future is a force that doesn't want us to abort it. I like that. That can be basically a reason for a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety too. Is that quote right there. But yeah, mostly she's just talking about her background. It's time to rise into your empowerment and purpose, and though you may be scared and have repeatedly doubted yourself, surrender to the path. Realize that being trapped in fear is more exhausting and frustrating than moving forward into the unknown and your empowerment. Journey beyond those voices within that are discouraging you, the ones that may say you can't rise above wherever you are or have been. Open up to a new and better expression for your life. What's the name of the book? The name of the book is Vibrate Higher Daily by Layla Delia. She's actually from LA. It's pretty cool. I got it on Amazon. I think it was like $15. So I did not shoot the video for Eddie I. But yeah, I'm just trying to like find new techniques to like raise your vibrations daily. And my techniques, like I've been saying, is eating healthy, practicing gratitude, physical fitness, trying to wake up earlier. That one's been a struggle, to be honest, because I've gotten in a bad habit of sleeping 8 to 10 hours a night. I sleep a fuck ton, and that didn't used to be the case. I used to sleep for only like 1 or 2 hours, like 4 to 6. But that was also when I was like incredibly unhealthy, and I thought sleep was like, it was cool to be like a workaholic. But yeah, you should so read a book to us. Didn't know how okay I am with that. Yeah, man. I think a lot of people would be pretty pissed if I just got on here and read a book, but I would be down. I fucking love books, man. I'm a fucking geek. I sleep like 3 to 4. Man, you gotta get at least 6. You gotta get at least 6 hours. 32 days sober for your boy today. God willing, we're gonna keep it going. Shout outs to all my struggling peoples. Dunch, congrats. 32 days is huge, bro. That is incredible, man. Take a second, man, and just practice gratitude for yourself today. Like, really appreciate how far you've come. 32 days of sobriety is a fucking accomplishment, man. I had an insane panic attack today, actually. Got out of the house for the first time in 2 weeks. Was that why you had a panic attack? Was because the quarantine has been lifted in Canada? Never had a panic attack like that, and I don't have them anymore, really. Your entire body was shaking. How did you cope with it, Desi? 32 days sober is amazing, man. That's fucking huge. Fucking really big. Another good book also is this. Boom. Man, where's the fucking light? All right. Man, this is hard to do. Get Out of Your Way. Or, excuse me, It's All in Your Head by Russ. You know, I can't say I'm a fan of Russ's music. I'm not really familiar with it, but this book is fucking dope. It's just a good, like, coffee table book, man. It's, like, really short chapters like this. Like, it's super easy to read. Everybody needs something to believe in. The thing should be you, and that could be you if you just believe in yourself. We are all magicians. Turning nothing into something is sheer magic. Despite popular opinion that you have to see it to believe it, it's actually the opposite. You have to believe it to see it. The same things that make up stars make up us. We are all connected to the energy of a higher power. So in essence, having faith in the universe or God or whatever you want to call it is having faith in yourself, and vice versa. Self-belief is what makes you think you can run the race in the first place. However, to cross the finish line, you have to perform alchemy. You have to transmute that conjured belief into action. This book is super fucking good, man. I've read this book a couple times. It's just cool to like open up and like read a chapter and be like, man, okay, cool. Like I'm pretty inspired right now. And that's another part of my like raising my vibrations is reading. You know, I've been on the internet for most of my life, man. Like I've like literally like grown on the internet. Like, you know, me being canceled, for example, is like a result of me like, you know, ignorantly and irresponsibly placing myself on the internet for most of my life. And the internet is not really, it's a tool, but it can be such an unhealthy tool. And I find it's just so much more enriching to get off the internet, get off your phone, like, you know, go on a sofa and just read. And like, it literally just works a different aspect of your mind that I feel like is so much more positive than watching like a ton of videos, watching TV, watching a movie. But yeah, reading has been a big one. Desi, it's not lifted in the province. I was in quarantine because of the daycare. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to pull over and breathe and just stop. We were in our way to the park for a hike along the trail. So once I was calm, we went for an hour-long hike. Well, congrats on doing that. That's big. You got through your anxiety attack. Seems like in flying colors. What's a good alternative to caffeine? I cut off soda completely, but still drink coffee almost daily. I mean, coffee is not the worst thing for you. Like, honestly, coffee is not that bad. I don't drink it. I don't drink tea. I don't need caffeine. You know what the best alternative to anything is this thing. Boom, is water. Get a fucking gallon like this. Excuse me. Drink this a day. It's 5 o'clock. I'm almost already done with this. I almost drink a gallon at the gym probably every day. But grab a gallon and just drink water. Trust me. And if you need to like be woken up, you know what the best like way to like kind of like raise your senses is take a fucking lemon and just suck a lemon real fast. That shit will fucking like flatline your senses. Alchemy and transmute are pretty cool, powerful words. Yeah, I like the wording of that too. That's another good thing about reading is it raises your vocabulary immensely. Eld Mubracht, everybody celebrating. I probably mispronounced that super bad, so apologies if I did. But yeah, everyone's celebrating. Hell yeah, let's go. But yeah, anybody got anything else they want to chit chat about? New video is getting a lot of love. Salute Avocado. Yeah, man, it definitely is. Salute to Frack, Geechee Gotti, Math, B-Dot, and everybody. I mean, I always say that. Emerson. I always say everybody knows. I don't know why I do that. I'm just like, EK, everybody knows. Love yourself through it. You deserve to pour your whole self into the process. The journey itself is a sacred and necessary part of the process, not to skip, and yet it can be difficult to surrender to and begin. This section is to mentally prepare yourself, blah, blah, blah. The not-so-easy parts of life are a part of the journey, too, and this is where a lot of people come to a heart and tempted to quit. Sometimes they do quit or resist, tune out, or lose hope, but in order to arrive where you're going, you have to keep going through the different terrains to the other side. Our ability to accept the mission and do necessary work to get through is life-altering. The daily process is not about chasing perfection. It's about, let me see. It's about, what the hell? It's about rising every day from wherever you find yourself and becoming better, doing better from that place. When the journey is long, journey fatigue, burnout, mental exhaustion, and a need for recovery may arise. And through, I found that it's a higher purpose, my spirituality, and honoring my self-care routine that empower me to overcome these things. I can continue to move through while no longer being overcome or hindered by the process. Think of a long road trip. You leave a familiar place behind, often traveling through unfamiliar wilderness to get where you're going. You're impatient through the middle journey, knowing that you'll arrive in due time. This allows you to relax and flow into the process. Life, spirituality, and your journey all operate in the same way. And although at times you may feel that you have no road map, the way becomes visible as you begin journeying. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, car alarm. Let's go. What's up, Amy? How you doing? How's everybody out there? Vocabulary and vibration are like cousins in the same family. Very true. What's up, MIA Teddy Bear? What's cracking? But yeah, for everybody that just got here, A Safe Place is the new Twitch channel. It is live for more than an hour a day. Like right after this, I'm basically gonna cut the stream on YouTube, but the Twitch stream is gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna play a really, really powerful interview from Callie Smooth. And RX as well, and SO Finesse, Sister Outspoken. But yeah, good stuff. So, the title of the book is Vibrate Higher Daily. Boom. Live Your Power. It's really good. I just started reading it this morning, and it was really, really incredible. Let's see. I can read a little bit more. Okay, here's like a bunch of steps. Here are many ways to shift and harmonize your atmosphere. Pay attention to your home and space because whatever is in your everyday view matters. That's really true because my ex-roommate used to live here, and he actually just got all this stuff out of my apartment. So my apartment's pretty empty, and actually like it emptying out like is super liberating. Today I'm feeling pretty good. Emil, appreciate that. Tyrone, what's up? Good to see you in here. I'm feeling decent. I had a great workout today. Yeah, I can't tell you how much working out has just like really affected my mood so much recently in such a positive way. It's literally what I look forward to every single day. So I'm in a good place. I'm in a very good place today. I'm very, very just grateful for my life. When I was working out yesterday, I remember I was like outside doing push-ups, and I was like under a palm tree doing push-ups, and I was like, dude, so many people would kill for this lifestyle that I live. And I'm like, I'm so grateful. I'm so fucking grateful. You got me on YouTube and Twitch? God damn. All right. Never seen your stream, but I watch your content on YouTube. I watch a lot of those. I usually watch Warzone on Twitch, but randomly saw the stream, and it's exactly what I need to hear. Everything that you're really talking about is what I'm experiencing. I need to get my vibration up drastically, so thank you for this. Hell yeah. Man, I appreciate that. There's a lot of ways to do that. Let's see. All these things that she talks about, ways to shift and harmonize your atmosphere. Make sure everything in your place nourishes, serves, and supports you, from the placement of the furniture to the pictures on your walls to the food in your pantry and fridge to the items on your nightstand. Very true. Eating healthy is a huge one. Dunch, I find that my self-destructive behaviors are all wrapped up in ego. If anyone is similar, doing things for others is a huge for transcending that. That's my unsolicited 2 cents for y'all. Nah, man, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, so I can empathize with that completely, man. A lot of like my mood shifts, my like emotional surfing, so to speak, a lot of my depression is actually wrapped up in selfishness. It's not really wrapped up in like, I just feel bad for no reason. It's wrapped up in like selfish wants that aren't met right now. So being of service to others is incredibly, incredibly enriching, and it will raise your frequency. It will raise your vibrations so much. So I agree with that, Dunch, 100%. And like, it doesn't need to be anything big. Like, honestly, it can be something really small. Like, I'll give you an example. Like I feel like such a meathead, man, because everything I talk about is the gym, which is very telling now because my only human interaction is this in the fucking gym. But, at the gym, I've made it a big effort to like be more social because I'm not really a very social person. I'm very, very quiet and reserved. And I'm like, man, what if I'm just more like complimentary to people at the gym? If I see somebody doing really good, I'll be like, wow, that's awesome, dude. Keep that up. And that's it. And I've tried to do that. And there's been a couple of times I'm at the gym and I'll say something and somebody doesn't hear me and it's just super awkward. And I'm like, dude, that's a lot of weight. And he's like, he has headphones on. He just ignores me. And I'm like, burp, 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 burp. Like I just go on my way. I'm like, all right, that didn't work out. But yeah, like little stuff like that, I know like really makes a difference. There's this guy like doing deadlifts the other day, and my gym got these like new plates that are like Olympic lifting plates, and they're kind of hard to maneuver, especially when you're putting them onto a barbell. You kind of have to have the barbell elevated to do it. And he was like, he had two 45s on, and he was kind of like struggling to get them off. Not saying like he's small or anything, but they're just like really hard to do. So I went over there. I was like, hey, I'll lift the bar while you do it. And then he did, and I could tell he was super appreciated. He was like, oh, thank you so much, man. That was awesome. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And like after I got done working out by him, I was like, have a killer workout, bro. And just like small stuff like that, you know, like it really does help. It really does like just ripple, you know, ripple positive vibes. I'm in New Jersey. I'd be happy to see your palm tree. Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Gotta go, but like the great said, when life gives you lemons, word up, Juan. Good to see you in here. Yeah, I used to hate the gym, but it's like a form of therapy now. It is, man. It is. I'm going to check out Dr. David Hawking's works, theories on vibrating. Yeah, man, you should. Like, there's a lot of truth to it, man. There's a lot of fucking truth. Raising your vibrations, and like, I feel, and this is going to be so silly to even talk about, but like, I learned that sharks have like a sixth sense, and basically they can sense electricity. And I feel like humans are kind of the same way. If you're around somebody that's super, super just like motivated and like enthusiastic and happy, it's like a joy to be around people like that. I'll give a person like basically the person in battle rap that I've like found is the most like that is Loaded Lux. When I was around Loaded Lux, I felt like everything was good. Like he's so like just enthusiastic and like positive. It's so crazy because I guess like growing up, I never would have thought he would be like that. But you know, obviously he's like very, very super mature. And I just love his perspective. And when you're around him, it's just like, fuck, man, like everything is good, you know, like you're inspired. He's like literally inspiring to be around. Salute to Avocado was enlightening, real and uplifting hanging with you on the LA on the Hit List West joint. Thanks for being so consistent. Dystopian, good to see you, bro. Hell yeah, it was a pleasure filming you, man. I hope you had a fun time out in LA. Lux is increasingly positive these days, even in the interviews after the battle with Chess and Rock. Yeah, he is. Yeah. This is so weird, but I think my anxiety stems from a bad car accident. Yet I feel the most comfortable in a car now. No anxiety while driving. I mean, that makes sense. It makes I guess it is kind of interesting that you don't have anxiety when you drive, but maybe it could be something that's like the sound of the car is calming to you, you know? Like I know that like I sleep with like a white noise machine, or I just point a fan at the wall. So like that constant sound does something to your psyche that like relaxes you. Have you, Brandon, have you gone to therapy about your car accident? Like to talk about it at all? Because that could be something to dive into, like why, like how to cope with it when it comes up. I'm a fan sleeper too. Me too. I could like, I went on a little like weekend vacation a while back with a friend of mine, and we went to the mountains and we stayed in a cabin, and my God, it was so quiet up there that I was like, it was driving me insane. Like it was so quiet, I could hear my brain buzz. And it started to like lightweight kind of scare me. I'm like, any second now I'm going to hear something. I'm going to hear somebody breaking in, or I'm going to hear like anything. And then my mind started to go crazy. I'm like, man, I don't like, what if like a bunch of people broke into the house right now? It was just me. Like, how am I going to defend myself? Blah, blah, blah. So I definitely need some sort of white noise machine. Yes, not too much help. Therapy hasn't been too much help for you? Interesting. I could imagine there's a lot of people that suffer PTSD from accidents. That's when I turn some kind of music or sounds on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I literally turned on like a white noise like station on YouTube. It's difficult to readjust the East Coast after experiencing a whole different form of positivity in the West Coast. Very different vibe in the Northeast. Yeah, the West Coast is very welcoming, man. Just Oh, you went to a psychiatrist. Just gave me meds, shitty therapy by me. Brandon, go to a psychologist. Don't go to a psychiatrist, because psychiatrists prescribe. Their job is to prescribe, give you prescriptions. If you go to a psychologist, their job is to listen, which can be frustrating sometimes, to be honest. It may depend on the therapist. Even now that I'm studying for my MED, I'm noticing how much more effective CBT is when compared to traditional therapy. What is CBT? MIA, teddy bear. I've never heard of that before. What's CBT? I mean, really, it's just about what works for you. Everybody's so different. Like, that's why you shouldn't take my word as the gospel about much. I'm just here to listen and give, advice about like what I've been through. But yeah, Brandon, I would definitely say go to a psychologist. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Yeah, man. I've been trying to look into that and trying to read about it, because I've heard great things about it. I gotta research it and find out more about it. But every day, just trying to learn, man. Trying to grow and learn. But yeah, almost 3 years sober. I'm going to be 3 years sober. It's May. I'm going to be 3 years sober in July. Never thought that would happen, ever. Like, I specifically remember I probably tell this story all the time, but I remember one conversation I was having with a coworker when I used to do visual effects. And he was like, I'd be okay if I never drank alcohol in my life. And I remember looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, I would not be okay with that shit. Alcohol is a huge part of my life. It's so fun. And now I think about it and I'm like, I don't want to ever be drunk ever again. Like, what is the point of that? That like even if I'm like, oh, I really want to relax, I was like, dude, I'll just eat a whole pizza by myself. I'll just destroy myself with food. It's like the same thing, right? But yeah. Just watched the hot air balloon battle and the BTS for the umpteenth time, yo. That was a crazy time. Thanks, Desi. Appreciate that. Have you seen any episodes of Sounds Like? I have, with Liam Bagnall and Kruger. That stuff is awesome. I love it. Shuffle T I'm a huge fan. CBT has been implemented in schools via the Friends program from Australia. I'm actually studying that at the moment. Interesting. That's incredible. It's going to be incredible to see like how like widespread therapy is going to get, because I feel like now, since it's sort of being normalized and more people are open to it, I feel like it could possibly get more affordable too, which would be amazing. Oh, Anthony Price, thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. Cop to hoodie. They need Dirtbag Dan or Reverse and Sounds Like. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. They would kill it. Reverse would murder that. So would Fredo. But yeah, I think about using vices to run away from the uncomfortability of life now, and it's such a short term solution to a long term and important problem. When you're going through uncomfortable things in your life, it's made for you to go through them. It's made for you to feel them and not hold on to them, to let them pass through you. Because the worst thing that's going to happen at the end of the day with anything is that you're going to feel something. The worst thing that will happen at the end of the day is a feeling. And a feeling will not kill you. So just remember that when you're going through tough times, is like this feeling that you're feeling. You know, like me, I talk about like being heartbroken a lot. That's the worst that's going to happen. I'm just going to feel sad. And really, if you look at it from like from an empathetic perspective, like the other person is a lot happier now. So it's a good thing. The Twitch channel is up. It's twitch.tv/safe place to talk. I love the amount of concern and mental health is getting me too. I think it's amazing. I'm super fucking grateful for that. I remember I used to not believe in therapy at all. I remember like my ex-girlfriend told me that I needed to go to therapy, and I was like, no, I don't. My therapy is ridiculous. you know, but really it was just that was just the most ignorant viewpoint ever. I think everybody could benefit greatly from going to therapy. Like, even, man, it's so therapeutic to be able to just talk to somebody and hear yourself say stuff sometimes. Like, when I'm in therapy, I'll say things and I'll constantly just contradict myself because I'll be saying something out loud and then realize how, like, selfish or how, like, unnecessarily angry I am at something and how I don't have the right to be, you know? I'm on Mio was talking about, Luxon, my expert opinion, was talking about the joy of doing what you were put on earth to do and how that can replace any high you could get with substances. Damn fucking right, man. Yo, like, there are so many things in life that will take you further than any substance can give you. I guarantee any parent that's held their child for the first time would be like, I would not trade that feeling for anything. No, like, great night out, no, like, substance, nothing can give you that feeling of accomplishment of holding a fucking thing you just created that has the possibility to live for 100 years, that has more possibility of creativity than any work of art, more intelligence ceiling cap than any current technology standing right now. Yeah. I've been going to acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine, pretty good and helpful treatments, and helps versus big pharma that just gives us medicine that kills us slowly. That's amazing. I've heard great things about acupuncture, actually. There's nothing that compares to the feeling after I kill a stand-up set. Yeah, man. That's incredible too. Like, I know that a lot of performers often chase that the feeling of, like, the first time they performed and somebody, like, they got, like, a reaction, you know, or like a standing ovation. I still love sharing my art with people, you know, like, even like posting a video and, like, sharing it and have people being like, oh, that was cool. You know, I'm like, God damn, I still enjoy that. It still like has a lot of gratification towards me. I don't know, man. Shrooms and DMT changed my whole experience on life and reality as a whole. Rashad, I could see that, man. I mean, I guess I'm not saying that, like, yeah, I guess I don't really know how I'm trying to word. I guess what I'm saying is it's not a necessary thing to use substances to get you to your healthiest perspective of life. I think there are things like psychedelics that do actually have really, really great possibilities to alter your perspective, but I don't think that they are, I don't think that it's a healthy choice for everybody to do those. I think if you're responsible to do those, it's fine. And it can be a really eye-opening experience. Like, I'm definitely somebody who wants to try ayahuasca for the healing benefits of it. And just to kind of see, you know, my this thing this phenomenon that everybody experiences. But at the same time, I feel like using substances as a scapegoat to get yourself to a better place is wildly unhealthy. And there are other things that you can do that will get you to a much healthier place. But I don't disagree with what you're saying, Rashad. To be honest, after birthing my kids, I wanted somebody else to hold them and leave me alone. I was exhausted. It took me like a few hours before I was like, oh, okay, little potato for my organs. Look at you. Oh, I'm sure. You know, it's the funniest thing is like how men like don't think women are strong. Like, women like literally fucking pass a watermelon through their goddamn like bodies, and then I think of like men doing something like that, and how much like I've heard that women's tolerance for pain is much higher than men's, but they're just more vocal with it. Intention is key. Yeah, I agree with that. Intention is key with psychedelics for sure. I mean, they're a great tool for sure. I've heard of people dealing with depression, dealing with PTSD with them. But, I've also seen a lot of people radically abuse them too. I saw a birth video for high school health and I'm still scared. Yeah. I'm like super queasy around blood. It's very embarrassing. I've like passed out getting my blood drawn before. So if I ever have kids, which, I'm getting old, man. I'm 37 this year. I'm 36 right now. I'm going to be 37 and I'm single. So there's not a lot of prospects on the horizon, guys, for me to have a family. But, if it does happen in the future, I'm definitely going to be in the delivery room and trying as hard as I can to not pass out. Men ball like babies. Yeah, I could like cramps and contraction simulation. Yeah, I would die. The doctors usually have you up by their head. Yeah, but even that, I would like seeing the woman I love like go through tons of pain. Like that would bother me. But stone-faced stoic, be a man. Be the image of strength. I saw my daughter born and I'm changed forever. That's beautiful, Brandon. That's amazing. Hey man, you got a lot to be grateful for, man. Anybody that has a family has so much to be grateful for. So much. That's such a big blessing, man. One of my friends that actually like got like super distant from. It's completely my fault. I'm a very like isolated person nowadays. I don't have like any friends, to be honest. But one of my good friends that I used to be really close with and now I'm not close with at all, he recently had a baby boy and he sent me a picture and I was like, dude, you're so fucking blessed, man. That's such a blessing. It's his like kid is sleeping on his chest. His dog is right next to him. He has a house. I'm just like, God damn, man, you fucking made it. You made it. I passed out beforehand and then I didn't fight or flight takes over or then I didn't. Fight or flight takes over. I could see that. You passed out. What happened? Were you in the waiting room? If someone is depressed at a low vibration, what would be your first step to raise your vibration or to change your outlook on life? Desi says, first step is gratitude. Say thank you and I'm grateful and I appreciate everything. Yeah, I would say that. I would say practicing gratitude is a very big one. I would also say trying to look at what you do in the day-to-day and see what actually doesn't serve you, whether it's like not eating healthy, whether it's not getting any exercise, maybe you do a little too much like pleasure chasing in terms of vices, like if you drink a lot of alcohol, if you smoke a lot of weed, if you like have a lot of casual sex, like if you even like look at a lot of porn, stuff like that, like is not conducive towards raising your vibrations. So just look at your activities every day and be like, okay, like, every day I look at porn. Maybe instead of that, I could go take a walk. Instead of that, I could go read a book. Instead of that, I could go call my parents and tell them that I love them. I think that's the next thing is healthy habits, because bad habits never lead to anything positive at all. Even weed, I've seen it help people or harm people. The Rastafarians only smoke Reggie, no loud, since it's been tampered with. Yeah, I mean, I could see the same thing. It's a tool, right? At the end of the day, it's like there's plenty of people that are able to drink responsible, and smoke responsible as well. But unfortunately, I'm not, or not unfortunately, in my opinion, I think fortunately, I'm not one of those people. Like my life is not any worse without alcohol. If anything, is so much fucking better. I think about myself 4 years ago and I'm just like, oh my God, man, everything is better without it. Being around different cultures and traveling to different countries is the best way that I found to help change my perspective. Definitely traveling. At the height of the epidemic, I was on the King of the Dot Grand Prix, and me and Clayton actually we drove that whole thing. We drove from LA to Atlanta to New York to Detroit, back to LA. We did that twice. And that actually helped so much, helped the perspective. I feel like the pandemic, unfortunately, since a lot of people had to stay home, really damaged a lot. My baby mother didn't know she was pregnant. We found out going to the hospital for back pain. Oh, wow. That's wild. That's wild. I feel like that happens to a lot of people. But if you cannot afford to do that, then watch YouTube videos of the same thing. You know what I used to do is I used to go on Google Maps and I used to just fucking be like, okay, this little island, what's this island? And then I would like look up and like research it and look at images of it. I did a 48-state road trip in 22 days. Still one of the best experience ever. That's awesome. That's awesome as hell. There's the only states that I haven't been to that is actually going to change this year because I'm going to Alaska for a battle event. I actually got to talk to them about that because I'm booked. But Alaska I haven't been to. I haven't been to Maine and what other state? There's one other state. I think it's Rhode Island I haven't been to. But those are the three states I haven't been to. In Puerto Rico, if you want to count Puerto Rico. I do that on Snapchat. I go to the map and see what other people around the world are doing. That's dope. I didn't know Snapchat had that option. Sidebar, battle rap comments. Shit was hilarious. Yeah, frack, and everybody killed that. I'm an Eskimo from the very top of Canada. That's dope. That's amazing. What's life like up there, Bobby? The acupuncturist has me do a 10-minute breathing exercise where I check in with each body part, relax, and appreciate all the functions. That's dope. That's dope. That's like a meditative, like gratitude experiment. Okay. All right, Marino, we get it, brava. We get it. How do you get over a creative slump? Do it. That's how I get over it. Just fucking do it. Do stuff not good. You'll get over whatever you're getting over. Trust me. If you just fucking do something bad and just keep doing it over and over again, you'll fucking find some inspiration in that. And what I also do is oftentimes I watch movies that creatively inspire me. I listen to music that really inspires me. That shit really, really inspires me. Like there's this film called Beyond the Black Rainbow that I watched the other night, and then I was just like, man, I really, really want to shoot a battle on film. I know that's not possible because it's really expensive, but that inspired me. There's this other TV series that really inspired me to up my color grading called Too Old to Die Young. Reading really inspires me too. So I think just grabbing inspiration from your daily life will help you get over your creative slump. All right, guys. So I'm going to stop the YouTube stream, and then the Twitch stream is going to keep on going. So if you guys still want to hang out and see this really cool interview from Callie Smooth, also I keep calling her Sister Outspoken, and RX, and then Lush One. We got quite a bit. I got like a 5-hour video that I'm probably going to play for not 5 hours, but close to. Go over to twitch.tv/safe place to talk. We're going to be live for 5 more hours over there. So let me stop the